and I'm from the Philippines in Cebu City.
Cebu, yeah.
So my testimony goes from a young age, I was struggling with depression, and it felt like there was something missing in my life, or there was a hole. At the age of 16, I was eventually battling suicidal thoughts, and I was sent to a behavioral hospital for those thoughts, and I was also diagnosed with depression. I was released after 1 week when I pretended that I wasn't depressed and I was just happy. And at that time, my life was a mess. I had run away from the Philippines and away from my father to live in America with my mother. After a few months living with my mother, she said she cannot support me anymore, and I was about to be homeless at the age of 16. It was at that time I prayed my first prayer to God. I asked him, if there was really a God out there, can you get me out of this situation? The next morning, my dad sent me a ticket back to the Philippines, and then he said it would be like I would never ran away. I stayed in the Philippines for 2 more years, but even after seeing that miracle, I still did not follow God. Even after those, the hole and the missing part of my life just seemed only to get deeper and bigger. I spent the next few years drinking, partying, and chasing after girls. And at one point in my university, I was running an underground casino. It was until college, where when I got to college, I eventually dropped out to pursue a career in boxing. It was at that time I also met an American missionary who taught me what it meant to follow Christ and why reading the Bible and praying was important, which is eventually what led me to volunteering on the Limassol. And that's how I ended up here. I now try to regularly read my Bible and spend time with God. I'm still quite far away from being perfect, and I still need God's renewal every day. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we have a video presentation first of all.
Over 3 billion people have never heard about Christ's love for them.
Never. And their number grows by around 60,000 per day.
Almost 22 million a year.
That's the population of Singapore, London, and New York combined.
These are families, communities, entire groups of people who are living without the knowledge of why they were made.
And how much they are loved by God. And many of them have no choice in the matter. There's no church, no Bible, no Jesus follower among them.
As followers of Jesus, it's up to us to share God's hope and love.
Since 1957, OM has been on a mission to introduce Jesus to those who don't know him. And that legacy lives on today.
We are a movement of workers from more than 120 nationalities.
All of us driven to share God's love with those who don't know him.
When people put their hope in Jesus,
His love can spread like wildfire.
and when that happens,
Lives are transformed.
vibrant, Christ-centered communities are born, and generations are changed forever.
Our vision is personal.
And our reach is global.
We equip and connect believers to take part in God's mission in every place, sharing His love with every person.
As a mix of traditional missionaries,
Marketplace professionals,
artists, pastors, teachers, and more,
we use our God-given skills,
passions, and gifts to do the work that every Jesus follower is called to. We wake up each day with the confidence that the God of the universe is with us.
This emboldens us, empowers us, and keeps us moving forward. There is no place too far,
No task too difficult,
and no individual we will not try to reach, because there are 3 billion reasons we cannot stop.
why we will not stop. The need is great.
But our God is greater.
And He's called all of us to do this great work together.
How will you be a part of His life-changing movement?